be taking a look at some of the bets that I'll be placing over the weekend, and I'll be making a bet of 10 sides, but I'm gonna place 5 on each. So listen up. The first bet I'm gonna be giving you guys are actually persons would probably say they're the favorite, but I have a couple favorites, and I have probably an odd one in there that I think can do the job. So in my betting tip, what I normally do, because as I said guys, I only bet for fun. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. I mean, it's all a part of the game, because winning is a part of it, losing is a part of it, but bet responsibly or don't bet at all. So I only bet on goals or straight win. So the first team we're gonna be looking at is we're gonna be looking at the Serie A, and the first match we're gonna be looking at is Bologna versus Lazio. In this particular game, I'm going with Bologna, and I'm getting the odds at 270, and those are great odds. The next game we're gonna be looking at, we're gonna go down into the Championship in England, and the game we're gonna be looking at is Leicester City versus Leeds United. I like both of these teams, but Leicester at the moment are really a threat. Like, they're really getting the job done, and they look like the team that is actually coming back in the Premier League. So we're not gonna rule them out for that. But on this particular bet, we're gonna go for Leicester. Leicester is getting 202 odds, so that's great as well. The third side we're going to be looking at, we're going to go into La Liga, and the match that we're going to be looking at is Osasuna versus Girona. And if you watch La Liga, you know that Girona is actually doing great at the moment. I think they're actually second at the moment behind Real Madrid, because I know Real Madrid is first, so I think they're second, and then Atletico Madrid, and then Barcelona. So we're going to use Girona on our third pick. So that's number 3 on of the 5 side that I'm using on this bet. So we're gonna head back down into the Championship, and we're gonna be looking at the Birmingham City versus Ipswich Town. So this is another side that is doing great at the moment. We already spoke about Leicester. It seems as if they're coming back in the Premier League. They're number 1, and Ipswich Town is actually right behind them at number 2. So we're gonna be placing Ipswich as the 14, and you're getting the odds of 193. Still great odds, guys. So the fifth and final side that we'll be using is we're gonna take a look at Ligue 1 in France, and we're gonna be looking at the game Olympique Marseille versus Lille. And a lot of persons probably are gonna go with Marseille for that game, but I believe that Lille can get the job done, so I'm gonna go with Lille to win, and they're getting the odds at $3.15. So guys, my next ticket is, as I said before, our outside chances. I'm gonna give you guys 5. I'm not telling you guys to place 5 outside chances on one ticket. I'm just gonna give you 5 teams or 5 sides, however you want to call it, that I feel can create an upset. I mean, if this does not happen, I mean, it's whatever. It's just teams that I feel like can upset the favorite. And the first team I have on my list here is, we're going into the Netherlands League, and it's FC Volendam. They're playing Ajax. Ajax is really not playing great at the moment. They're getting odds at $9.20, so you know they're really the outside chance. And we're gonna go to the other teams in the Netherlands, because honestly, I don't want to butcher the league's name, because every time I say Eredivisie, it sounds funny to me, so I don't say the name. So the next match that we're gonna be looking at is Excelsior Rotterdam versus AZ Alkmaar. If that's how it's pronounced, I really hope I did not just butcher their name. So I'm going for Excelsior Rotterdam in this particular game at a $7 odds. The next league we're gonna jump into is La Liga. We're gonna take the game with Las Palmas versus Atletico Madrid. Yes, Atletico Madrid is playing great, but I see an upset, and I want to upset. I feel that Las Palmas can do it here, and they're getting a $5.20 odds. The fourth game we have is France. We're going to be looking at the Olympic Lyon game versus Metz, and I feel like Metz can upset Olympic Lyon because Olympic Lyon is not playing great at the moment, and they're getting the odds of 490. The final game I have here is we're going to jump into the Serie A in Italy, and we're going to go with the game AS Roma versus Lecce. And I do like AS Roma, but this is not the team we're going to go for. As I said, we're going to go for the underdogs, and I feel like Lecce can do a job at AS Roma. I feel like they can get a job done. I mean, as I said, if it doesn't happen, oh well. This is just teams that I feel, can probably create an upset, and they're getting the odds at $6. So guys, those were the 5 picks that I could come up with. I mean, if you feel like maybe 1 out of the 5 teams can do something great, you can go ahead and make that bet or use that team. If you feel like 2 out of the 5, it doesn't matter. I'm just giving my predictions and what I feel can happen, because in football the ball is round. It's not a sure thing. As I said, bet responsibly, guys. So this is the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was Sports Talk with Chev. Bye, guys.